Trung Yung No Kama means middle or intermediate level kama form. The kama are traditional Asian farming implements, still used today for reaping crops. The kama is a formidable weapon against the sword or bow because the curved blades allow the user to trap or block long weapons with one kama while simultaneously attacking the opponent with the second. In 1609, the Satsuma clan of Japan invaded and conquered the small island of Okinawa. To prevent an uprising, they outlawed traditional weapons such as swords and spears. However, they could not confiscate implements that the farmers needed to survive. Therefore, the Okinawans learned to use everyday objects as weapons of self-defense. This led to the rise of the kobudo weapons, including the bow, nunchaku, tonfa, and kama. This kata is actually an adaptation of two separate traditional forms. Linking moves have been added in the middle, as well as a new series at the end. Like all bladed weapons, the kama can be dangerous even if they are not sharpened. Therefore, use ultimate care when practicing your form. Salute holding the kama in your right hand in yin grip. At the apex of your bow, move your right foot into rectangular stance and perform a yin grip X block to the front. Step into left forward stance with double upward cuts, followed by double horizontal cuts. Step into right forward stance and repeat the combination. Bring your left leg up to rectangular stance as you switch to yang grip and execute double low cuts. Draw your right leg into crane stance with left high block, right low block. Drop into right forward stance with a left high cut. Switch step into back stance with a left yin grip stab. Drop into turtle stance with a left high block and make 2 horizontal cuts with your right kama. Bring your kama to your left hip as you execute a right side kick. Land in cat stance with soft X block and push. Flip your right kama into yang grip as you step into forward stance with a right high cut. Pull into a left roundhouse knee and land in rectangular stance with double left cuts. Flip your right kama into yin grip and step back into left cat stance with double low strikes to the rear. Pivot into X stance with 2 horizontal left cuts. Then pull your hands to your left hip with a right side kick, landing in rectangular stance with a right extended horizontal cut. Flip your right kama into yang grip and step into left cat stance with double low stabs to the rear. Bring your right foot around into left forward stance with double horizontal cuts. Step into right forward stance as you perform double blocks to the left, then double cuts to the left. Advance into left forward stance with double blocks to the right, then double cuts to the right. Return into right forward stance, blocking low, then cutting up to the right side. Advance into left forward stance, blocking to the left, then cutting up to the left side. Step back into left cat stance with double low blocks to the rear. Retreat your right foot, landing in a left back stance with a left lower block. Then advance into right forward stance with a right high cut. Twirl your right kama upward twice to block, then downward twice to stab. Look left and step back into a left back stance with a left low block. Then advance into right forward stance with a right high cut. Twirl your right kama upward twice, then downward twice. Look to your left, stepping into left forward stance, pulling the kama to your left hip. Execute a right front snap kick, landing in an X stance with a right knife hand block. Spin around with a left middle cut, right high block, then step into right forward stance with a right high cut kiai. Spin 270 degrees into a left forward stance with a left lower block. Cross your arms as you chamber, then execute a right side kick with a right high cut. Land in right forward stance, pulling the kama to your left hip. Turn 180 degrees to your right into right forward stance with right lower block. Cross your arms in front of you as you chamber for a left side kick, left high cut. Land in a left forward stance, pulling the kama to your right hip. Step your left foot back into rectangular stance with double horizontal cuts. Step into left forward stance with double upward twirls. Then twirl down as you switch to yin grip, landing in right forward stance with right punch. Flip cut before advancing into left forward stance with left lunge punch and another flip cut. Cross the kama in front of you as you bring your knee up, landing in right forward stance with double downward cuts. Flip grips as you turn 270 degrees into left kicking stance with left low block, right high block. Land in left back stance with double high cuts, then pull in. Turn 180 degrees into right kicking stance with right low block, left high block. Land in right back stance with double high cuts and pull in. Step your left leg behind into low X stance with double upward cuts. Bring your left leg back to rectangular stance with double high blocks, then pull down sharply. Flip the kama into yin grip as you bring your left leg into attention stance and shake the weapon. Step your left foot back into a right diagonal stance with back low blocks. Bring the kama to your left, placing them together, then step your left leg up into natural stance. Hold both kama in your right hand in yin grip. End the kata with a serene but confident bow.